Hey, what's up guys? It's Josh here. I'm here with Coach Matt, and we're gonna go over this week's Muscle Minute workout for you. So for this workout, we're gonna have 3 different groups of 3 exercises. You're gonna do each exercise for 60 seconds. You're gonna have a break in between groups, and we're gonna go through each of them 2 times today. You ready, Matt? Okay, so we're gonna start with our Charleston step up here. So for the Charleston step up, Matt's got his right foot on the box. He's gonna drive up with that left knee, then take his left foot back, step back with that right leg into that reverse lunge. So it's a step up into a reverse lunge here. So you have a couple options. You can do one leg the first round because it's working both legs anyway, or you can switch halfway through. So it's up to you. You can do one leg each round or switch them up here. You can add some weights if you'd like, holding something at your chest or at your sides here. Really focus on the quality of each rep though. Second exercise, over on our suspension trainers, we're gonna do our 2-way row. So moving plank position, Matt starting with those palms down, he's gonna squeeze those shoulder blades, pulling his hands right up towards his armpits and chest. Then he's gonna turn those palms over, pull and row right towards his ribs. So it's palms down, armpits, palms up, right toward those ribs, squeeze those glutes, kneecaps pulled up toward the hips. Every muscle's working on this exercise. From there, we're gonna go to our square crawl. So we're down on the floor here, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. We're gonna go 2 steps forward, 2 steps over to the side, push those knees apart as you step to the side, 2 steps back, opposite arm and leg movement at the same time here, and then 2 steps back over to the other side. So we're just crawling that square. Take your time on this one. You don't have to take big steps. You don't have to move real fast. In fact, slower is more challenging on this one. If for any reason you're starting to struggle, you can just hold that plank for the rest of that time as well. From there, we're gonna switch them up and we're gonna come over, we're gonna grab a kettlebell. We're gonna do our kettlebell single leg Romanian deadlift. Now, this is a challenging balance exercise, so I want you to take your time with it. We have a couple options. The first option is you're gonna start with that kettlebell on the floor in front of that leg. And now, Matt's gonna step back, planting his foot on the floor. So let's show him with the foot planted on the floor first. Now he's working that front leg, and now he's just gonna drive up and use that standing leg to do that work. And then he steps back, touching that foot down, driving up. Notice how he's keeping a neutral spine, chest up, shoulders back, deep breath in, drive on him. Now, if you wanna challenge your balance a little bit more, you'll step back, keeping that foot up off the floor, and then drive up. You can touch down at the front if you want. If you really want to challenge that balance, you'll try to keep that foot from touching as you drive back in. Now, I said, this is a lot of challenging work here. You don't want to go fast with it. You really want to focus on the skill. You'll do one leg the first time through. The second time through, you'll work that other leg. Okay, from there, we're going to go to our kettlebell clean, or excuse me, our sandbag clean and squat. So, grab that sandbag. You're gonna chest up, get that bag right in front of those feet, yank that bag up over those hands onto those biceps, and then squat it out. So we clean it up to the biceps, deep breath in, push that air out, take it back down, deep breath in, push that air out as you yank it up, nice and controlled here on every single rep. From there, we're gonna go down to our half kneeling position. We're gonna do our half kneeling kettlebell halos here. So again, what I want you to focus on is your ears stacked over your shoulder, over your hip, over your knee. Matt, flatten out that foot if you can. If you can, flatten out your foot for this one. That's really gonna force this hip to activate and stabilize here. And then you're gonna go around your head, getting those elbows high in that kettlebell low, like you can rest it on the back of your shoulders here, around that head, squeezing that glute nice and tight. You can switch halfway through, or you can do one leg the first round, do the other leg the second round. This is also going to give us a nice stretch through that hip flexor here as we're working. If it's a struggle to maintain your balance with that foot flattened out, you can tuck that back foot under there. From there, we're moving on to our third group of exercises. We're going to start on the floor with our shoulder tap push-up. So we go to that push-up plank position. You're going to go down into a push-up, press back up, and then nice and controlled, you're gonna do a shoulder tap to one side, shoulder tap to the other, and then back down to that push-up. Try to keep those hips nice and stable, squeezing those glutes, push the ground away from you with that other arm. If you're getting tired here and you need to, just focus on those shoulder taps. But remember, it's not tap, tap. It's tap, tap, nice and controlled. Give yourself some time here. Think about those shoulders staying down and away from those ears. Think about rotating like you're opening up mason jars and push the ground away from you as you're working. It's a very good shoulder stability exercise along with that plank and core work here. From there, we're gonna come up and we're gonna do, also you can do that exercise from your knees. From there, we're gonna come up and we're gonna do some side lunges. So, Matt's toes are facing straight. He's gonna sit there, he's gonna step out and then sit into that lunge here. So notice how once he steps out, he's not pushing his hips past his knee. He's staying right there, nice and controlled. He's sitting straight back. This other leg's like a kickstand here. Now, if going all the way out is a little too challenging, you can also go into that sumo squat. So nice wide stance, sit into that squat. Just focus on pushing back over with that other leg. And of course, you can also use the suspension trainer for assistance on this exercise as well. And then our last exercise, you're gonna grab a set of light-ish dumbbells here. Matt's going with some 5s, 8s, and 10s. Those are pretty good weights for this exercise. This is our dumbbell front lat raise, actually these are lateral raises, Matt, not front raises, so my bad, buddy. From here, we're gonna get just our hips back just slightly. Matt's gonna raise those dumbbells up to his sides and then bring them back down nice and controlled. So nice and controlled, pause at the top, and then nice and controlled on the way down. Remember, you wanna go with weights that doesn't force you to jerk them up because that's a lot of work for those shoulders. You wanna be able to stabilize at the top for a second and then bring them back down on every single rep, okay? That's our Muscle Minute workout for this week. Great job, Matt.